Hello YouTube, it's Laceration here, making another commentary of a really clean game I got a few weeks ago. I was against Talon. I took damage, armor. These are my runes. I like this rune page again just because of that, like, it's versatile in a sense that, like, if you need to have poke damage, you have electrocute. If you need to all in, you have coup de grace, you have sudden impact, synergizing really well. And it's also really good in skirmishes, like 2v2. Like, it's not like the most optimal page every game, but it's very general. That's why I like it right now. It fits the crit build well, because the crit build, you're kind of weaker early for the payoff of being stronger later, but... So, Talon matchup. I would say, matchup-wise, I'd say a good Talon actually has the... I know people are going to say this is bullshit, but like a good Talon beats Zed in lane. Because he uses Q to dodge Zed's combo, and then he pokes with W on cooldown, gets guaranteed Taste of Blood procs, guaranteed Scorch procs. That's really just like a big thing. Like being able to dodge Zed's Q like and proc your Taste of Blood Scorch consistently because of how wide sweeping the W is. Also, if you just don't all in the Zed, you get prio with W as Talon, and you can use your prio really with, obviously you're playing Talon, so you just E to every single fight. So I would say the matchup is supposed to be Talon favored. The thing is, as you can see, like, I'm not saying this guy's a bad player, but it's just like, if you don't know how to play the matchup, you're going to lose. I think Zed will win really hard if the Talon doesn't play to his strengths. And that's kind of what's happening here right now. I'm also kind of sick. My throat hurts, and I'm like stiff and stuff, so I might sniff a bit, so just forgive that. So I think I look for a kill here. Okay, so here I procced him into passive. I'm surprised I didn't swap there. Yeah. Very surprised I didn't just swap in there. In my head, I remember I was thinking, okay, I'll just make him go into me. Oh, and right here, don't suicide for the Karthus. Just get the assist. I have Triumph, right? So I'm getting to make good money regardless of whether I kill him or not. But usually on Zed, like if you poke like that with this rune page and you get them to like half HP and you can proc passive, swapping in and procking passive triggers these two runes, and then you just ignite. Obviously you kill them and you live with Triumph like every time. I'm surprised I didn't do that, but I didn't do it because I was probably reading really well into the situation. That's one thing a lot of people I think don't do, or at least can't do until you play enough League of Legends games, is being able to read your opponent's mind. It's actually like, it's not important, but like it helps so much when you're laning against them and you're like, okay, I know when he's gonna do this. I know when like they become very predictable as the lane goes on. You kind of know what they're going to do. So what's this? Diana's fighting. Yeah, I flashed the secure, but I don't swap because I want to stay on the blitz. Yeah, I'm so strong now. 4-0. Or 3-0. 3-0. This is looking really good. Is this the game where Talon goes Death Stance? I don't remember. There was a game recently where I stomped a Talon. I faced a couple Talons recently, so I don't remember if it was this one, but I stomped a Talon in lane, and then he got Death Stance second item, and like, even though I was 3 items and he was 2, I was still losing. Like, losing in the sense I was 1 for 1, but awful. Oh, right here. So, he still lives. But, you can see my idea right there. Oh wow, there's actually so much I gotta talk about here. Okay. Okay, we gotta explain thoughts. This is really good on to teach with this play. So, I know I'm close to 6, so I'm still pushing the wave. Trying to like bait him to walk up. So I poke him out, I hit 6, I swap, waiting for Q cooldown. Because I know that if I hit a full combo, I can ult him. But then I see Blitz. I'm like, okay, what's the best thing for me to do here? This wave is coming in, so I decide, okay, I need to run to my wave so the wave aggro's Blitz. And then I need to bait his E, and as Zed, you can't dodge unstoppable auto attacks like Blitz E, Fizz W, Camille Q. But if they have things like CC applied to them, you can buffer your ult into the CC. So that's what happens. He knocks me up, but I ult at the same time. So when I come down, I'm basically out of the stun, and then he hooks me, but I get my full combo off on him. Fortunately, he had flash, but he lived. So after I do that, I walked down to lead Talon away from my ult shadow, and then I ulted back. And I see him E the wall, and if I was more ready for that, I could have hit the guaranteed double shuriken for the finish, but I thought he was going to E the wall then Q me, so I put my mouse right here, so if he begins the Q, the shuriken will hit him while he's Qing, and I can auto E for passive and kill him. But he played it really safe. He didn't even have Q up, so that's me not counting his cooldowns properly. I know he has no flash, so I'm going to throw WE like this. Normally, I would W away. If he had any way to gap close here, you W away. But because my jungler's here, and I know he can't reach me, it's actually fine to throw WE out just to slow him so that Diana gets in range. I swap in anyway because he uses Q and get the kill, but lots of little things right there is how I came out on top. How much money? I should be resetting. Whew. I'm big. I could have just walked in a straight line out, but I want to limit test and practice my movement right there. I don't know if anyone else does that. Okay, so I reset with 1,700 gold. So I could have bought Dirk. So I could have bought... Oh, I didn't have enough money for boots plus Warhammer, sorry. So that's why I did this, because I really wanted the cooldown reduction. It's really important in the matchup because of the ult cooldown. You really need that CDR. And so I guess I had 1,000 gold left over. I should have waited. I should have sold my pot and waited for the hammer, but I decided it was not worth waiting, probably because the whole wave was crashing, so that makes sense. So instead I just bought a decent cheap item, which is Sheen. Oh, I remember this. I actually remember how pissed I got. Dude, where's my Triumph? So he's dead? Where's my Triumph, man? Sheen was pretty good though. Like, that damage was pretty strong. But I gave Talon an 800 gold shutdown. Yeah, this might have been the game where the Talon just got really tanky. Ooh, big shurikens. I tried out Essence Reaver first. I remember this. Yeah, I want Essence Reaver first. I think I didn't like it, but it might just not have been the game for it. Maybe against like a Yasuo, I need to try it again. But Claw is just such a good power spike, so I don't know. I don't think it's good. So I'm freezing. Oh, you know, I gotta watch that again. Essence Reaver, crit plus electrocute right there. Oh, it's good damage. So we grab tower. I push the wave. Nice. So I was anticipating this. I'm like, okay, he's going to look for his flash combo. So I walk in range. And what you can do is when Talon ults and he auto attacks, and it breaks stealth really quickly. So you can actually dodge the return part of his ult. So I throw out a shadow, the blades start converging on me, but I'm gone. So I dodged like 200 plus damage there. And then when I land, I knew I won because I have Triumph that can stay for the extra auto. So I auto him, auto E, Q while swapping. I crit him, but I don't even think I needed crit. Like, he died without the pop. And then Triumph kicks in like, hey. Oh, Karth Assault feels bad. But that's like how you should be fighting Talon. Always ult at the end of his ult. That's how you dodge the most amount of damage. So I should be looking to roam. I need to be looking probably bottom. I think that's what I am doing. I'm trying to control, like, because we took mid tower and I'm super fed, so I just want to fight. And here's a target. Oh. Okay, that was really bad of me. So this goes back to like W placement. I'm just so cocky that I started autopiloting, and look at where I placed my W. It's the only reason he can survive too. Because I placed my W, instead of throwing my W here, I can just throw my shadow right here, and then E, and then he's next to a wall, so I have a guaranteed double hit. He'll be slowed, I'll be on top of him, he'll have no way out. But instead, I throw my shadow here. So by the time I can't even reach him for my auto, like, it's so grief, actually. Yep. I deserve that. That's just plain bad. W placement is like 90% of the skill on Zed. Alright, now I'm going into Death's Dance, because they have 3 AD champs, and I don't really need more damage. Like, I'm strong enough, and it obviously Death's Dance fits the build, right? So that's my plan. Plus, it's nice in the Karthus too. If you go for the kill on Karthus. Oh. So let's rewatch that. So I ult action, Prowlers him. I got greedy here with the the Prowlers. I should have held it and just went for triple Q. But then I end up surviving long enough to triple Q Talon. Yeah, it's a lot of auto attack damage with Essence. Hits for 123. No, 160. That's really strong. So I got 160 plus 123. Like, if I ult somebody and just Prowlers auto E, like, so much damage from this build. So I'm rotating down. I don't think I played this game like... okay, I did play well, but then I just started trolling and having fun because I was so far ahead. Like I said, I like limit testing because it helps you improve. Like, look what I'm doing. Like, like I'm so grief. But every time I do that, I get better. Copium. Yeah, grabbing this tower. I don't think action can beat me, especially without ult. I think we just saw him on a ward, so now I'm safe. This build has DPS. That's what I'm trying to say. It has DPS. Like, if you go Last Whisper 4, you don't have that one shot, but you have that DPS. On the other hand, if you do want one shot, this build has one shot. You can go Last Whisper 2nd, Essence Reaver 3rd, or vice versa, and then go Collector, and then you'll have 60% crit with like loads of lethality and armor pen. Oh my god. Dude, I overkilled him by so much. Like, why am I even using my claw? I could have just auto E, and he would have died from my pop. So much damage. I should have been splitting more this game though, for sure. Like, I have such a lead that if I went side lane, split pushed against like Talon, I'd be winning every 1v1 or action, and then on top of that, Essence Reaver's amazing into towers. It makes Zed like absolutely destroy towers. Woo! Holy shit. That was like, I love the damage in this build. I have everything. I have the triple Q damage, I've got the auto damage. So like, I guess I'll go over my mindset. So here it's like, I know they don't see me. So my plan is to sweep, and hopefully one of them walks in here and I can catch them with just WEQ auto in one shot. But she threw W, so I tried sidestepping it, but she saw me anyway. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to walk in and look for the ult. He E's into me, so I'm like, okay, ult, auto E. I hold W because I know that if he flashes away, I'll lose this 2v1. So you need to hold W and Q. Because you can kill him regardless with just 2 auto attacks with this build. So it gives you so much outplay freedom by taking your time like this. I think here, I knew I could have just queued him and then just stalled. Like, queued him and then stalled with W, or just queue him and leave. Like, I could just kill him and W out. But I wanted the double kill, so I E forward, and now it's gonna make her chase me, and then when she chases me, that was only double shuriken, by the way. Wow, I didn't even hit the triple. I can ult back, combo Prowler's E-Auto. I think if they nerf Death Stance, though, I probably would stop doing this. Simply because without Death Stance, you're so one-shot. You're just so squishy one-shot that the build won't work. It would become, instead of the standard build, it would become the situational build where you only do it if they don't have much consistent damage against you. And you would be replacing Death Stance slot with like Hydra or something. But I don't see them nerfing Death Stance. Like, as it stands, it looks like Death Stance is like the item for squishies who need to survive while going Glass Cannon. Because if you go Glass Cannon, nothing else in the game can prevent you from getting like one tapped by just damage. Other than, by the way, look at that. Absolutely outplayed. But nothing else can really keep you alive beside Death Stance. I'm just sitting back. I don't want to be the guy to get focused. Nice. Full HP. Balanced. Okay, so this is the final score, 26-4. I'd say this was a carry. I had good teammates though. This is how my runes performed. Health restored from Triumph 2,000, 500 extra gold. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I think I'm overdosing.